whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. Tell you know how I drip.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. With my partner, my best friend, I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll.
Set up, 8, read.
Mike, be a long day for you.
Set up.
They'll run on first down. Samuel calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Get him. No, fight.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Wide, get wide. 58, boys, 58, right. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll look to throw. Got some room at the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Switch. Big ass. 49, check 49.
Go.
Now a give, right side. Samuel. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the run. Shit. Check 24.
On second down now, Samuel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Don't be mad. This is more where I came from.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Any weapon. Hey.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 4.
Check 7.
And a give this time to the tailback. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
53 the mark. 53. Check 53.
He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to break.
52. I'm coming.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Ready.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Bradshaw, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Okay, ready?
53. Mike.
X3. 218. Chop.
You got tight. right there. Check out 3. Undercrush. Check.
Rock it. Hey, rock. Side.
On 1st down, Samuel. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 53. He can't hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 40-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now.
Come. Check 15.
Hey, Sam off.
Pass it. Switch.
There.
Watch out.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, echo.
Second and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
High 7. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
70, Indy.
Here we go. Check. Fresno.
Hey, orbit.
Let's see it.
Go.
Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there for Indy. 62 yards on the ground.
On the ready.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. 65. Back. Shoot.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. Did you see how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Tomlinson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
Come on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 13. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Samuel. A gain of 3, second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike, 53.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Samuel, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Tomlinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
General West.
Off play action. Bradshaw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Whip. Watch the whip.
You draw portion. Get it.
Throwing again. Bradshaw. That is caught at the 7. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Squeeze.
They'll run. Tomlinson. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and sneak it here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Tomlinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready to break.
10 to the mic. Here it goes. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
On first down, Tomlinson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Rock it.
Check, check, check.
Down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
10-2 soft.
Squeeze, double, double.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set, 8-3.
Man, I got you. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got Harrison left side complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
53 to Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Good gain there on first down, and it keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy. 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back. And he's going to go down again.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one